Dust off those nail polishes because today we're going to be doing nail polish designs on top of dip powder, and I'm going to be explaining to y'all why you might want to try it. I'll be using the Azure 2-in-1 dip powder liquids and then the shade Chelsea that I got to create with Color My World dips. It is the perfect sheer neutral pink for the base of this design. I don't want it getting too bulky, so for my first layer, I'm going to leave a hairline gap around my sidewall and my cuticle area. You can see here all of that dip powder missing on those spots, and I'm going to do these steps for the rest of my nails, just leaving a hairline gap all around the sidewall so that it doesn't get too thick. Then once I'm done with all of the nails and it's completely dry, I'm going to use my scrub brush to dust off the excess powder. For my second layer, it's going to be a full layer, so guiding that liquid all the way back and all the way over to those sidewall areas, avoiding my skin, and then dipping into the powder. And before it dries, I'm going to use my precision tool to clean up anything around my cuticle area. So some reasons why you might want to try this is because if nail polish chips on your natural nails, dip powder is going to serve as a much stronger base. Also, you could be allergic to gel, but you still want to try out some designs. And the beautiful thing is, if you want to switch up the colors or designs on top of the dip powder, all you have to do is use nail polish remover and it'll wipe right off. Once it's dry, I'm going to dust off the excess, and now we're going to apply a layer of activator. So this is going to go on each of the nails, and we're going to wait 2 minutes for it to harden before we file, shape, and buff. With the 180 grit side of my nail file, I'm just going to go around my free edge shaping first. It's not going to take very long. Then I'm going to go over top to make sure I don't have any lumps or bumps, and then we're going to buff it really smooth with a buffing block. Definitely spend that extra time with the buffing block right now so that you don't have any imperfections when you go to apply the nail polish. Now we're just going to dust off any dust that might be on our nails and use a lint-free wipe and some rubbing alcohol to cleanse them. You may have noticed that I'm not using a second layer of activator, and you are correct. You don't need that for this step. So now once it's dry, I'm going to go in with a base coat. So this is a nail polish base coat because I really want my design and the nail polish to go on smoothly. Once the base coat is dry, you can start on the nail polish. Y'all, I have been dying to use this shade. It is called the Floors Lava from Orly. I love it. It's a bright pink coral shade with some gold shimmer in it. So I'm going to just do this like a basic nail polish application. Just do a thin, even layer across the nail. Hopefully don't get it on my skin, and then let it dry. I mean, you guys, it really is that stunning. It is so gorgeous when the light hits it. Next, I'm going to grab Cesium the Day. I was surprised I was drawn to this because I don't normally gravitate towards yellows because of my skin tone, but this one is just so bright and so fun for spring. So I'm just going to do another thin coat on my nail and let it dry. This last one is called You're Up to No Good. And I do want to mention that if you ever struggle with painting your natural nail, I find it easier for some reason on dip powder because I already have a good foundation and a base as a guide. All right, so once these layers are dry, we can go in for layer number 2. Another cool thing about this particular nail polish set is it's a breathable one-step manicure. So you actually don't need a base coat or a top coat on this. So because I have dip powder as my base on my natural nail, if I wanted to change up the colors, all I would have to do is just use nail polish remover, wipe this color right off, and apply a new color on top. Then as the dip powder grows out, you can even do fills. So while this dries, I'm going to get started on the artwork. I'm going to grab this little plastic baggie here. You can also use foil, whatever you have on hand. Here's the liner brush that I'm going to be using today. I went ahead and did a quick practice run to show you guys how easy it is to switch up. I just have nail polish remover, nothing special, and a cotton ball. We are going to swipe it right off. It is not going to hurt the dip powder underneath. It is just nail polish remover, not 100% pure acetone. And now we can start on the design. I'm going to apply some fresh polish to my little palette here, run my brush through it, and I'm just going to do some freehand swirls. No rhyme or reason behind it. I feel like it's super beginner friendly. Then cleaning my brush off in between with some 100% pure acetone and keep on moving. Do I love it? Nope. But do I feel like redoing it? Also nope. Something about designs just cascading off of the nail really is my love language, so I'm going to do that on this one. And please, y'all, don't be mad at me. I know it is so blurry and out of focus. I am still working on those camera settings, so bear with me. I don't hate this one as much, so that's a win, but I feel like this one was missing something, so I decided to go back and add some little flower dots, and I think it really tied it together. Once it's dry, I'm going in for a layer of my smudge-free top coat. You don't have to do this. You could totally just do a regular nail polish top coat, but for me, I do, y'all. I really feel like it makes such a difference on those designs not smearing or smudging. So I like to do this on top of my nail polish. And then once it's dry, I go in for my go-to top coat, which is this one from Essie. It is Gel Setter. It is not gel. It is a traditional nail polish top coat, but it really has that juicy gel-like shine, finish, and feel. So now you have that dip powder strength underneath. You get to use all of those beautiful nail polishes that have been collecting dust on your shelves and do designs. It's obviously much easier to do designs with a polish than it is with dip powder. So don't be afraid to give that a try, especially if you struggle with having your nail polish chip or only last a couple days. So I am going to give this jojoba oil a try. I'm on a new journey right now. I found out that I am allergic to fragrance. So I am going to start trying this out instead. I will keep y'all posted, but honestly, my first impressions were that it wasn't super greasy or thick. It is very absorbent, just like it says. It says it's going to absorb easily into your skin, and I do agree with that. You can enjoy the best of both worlds when it comes to nail polish and dip powder. I hope that you guys found today's video helpful, and I will see y'all next week.